Hello everyone. I noticed recently on my blog that someone had typed in as a search how to do an angel tarot card reading. So I thought I would just do one as an example to show you how I work through them, or at least how I basically work through them. So I'm going to do a simple 3-card reading, and I'm going to be using the Angel Tarot Cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. It's a deck that looks like this. Okay, so it's important to start off with a question, or at least to be able to form a reading around an idea if it would help you. So if you're able to think about the reading before you the question before you begin, and then you can shuffle the cards while you're thinking about the question, and however you choose to pull the cards out is fine. I tend to just randomly pick any out. At some point I'd feel that I can stop shuffling, and sometimes I pick out 3 together if that's how many I want to choose. It can be any number you like. Sometimes people say things like a number comes to them and that's how many cards they choose to pick out, and that also may determine the spread that you use. So basically you'd shuffle the cards, pick out however many that you want to, and by this time you'll have your question, and then you can lay them out. So I'm just going to be using 3 cards. And I have, the first one is the Hermit. The second card that we pulled out is number 16, which is the Life Experience card. This card is normally known as the Tower card. And then the last card that we have in this reading is the Seven of Air, which is also known as the Seven of Swords. So what I'm going to be looking at today is, you could ask a question like, what do I need to know about the coming week? Or what do I need to look out for in the coming week? Or you could even look at, I'm going for a job interview tomorrow. What should I be careful of? So, in my 3-card reading today, I'm going to use a spread that I call the traffic light spread. So the first card, the Hermit, is going to be known as the red light, which is stop doing this or to not do this. So the Hermit, this one here, he normally talks about spending time alone, self-discovery, also spiritual teaching. So to be careful of not doing this, if I'm looking at the week ahead, let's go with that one, it could say that you've probably had enough time to spend by yourself recently, but in the next week ahead, it's not the time to be doing that. You shouldn't really be spending any more time alone. That you maybe need to be around people, or there's people that would want to be around you. And this is because they can tell, or that they know how kind of wise you have become, and they want to be able to learn from you. So it's about being able to share your self-discovery with other people, to be that light or that lamp for those people ahead in the new week ahead. So that's quite important, to not be alone. Remembering that there's a difference between being alone and being lonely. So it's okay to be alone, and knowing when you want to be with other people. And then the next card, the second card in my traffic light spread, is the amber light, which means be careful of doing this. So this one is the Tower card, or life experience, as it says, and it's related to Archangel Chamuel. So I would ask you to look up Archangel Chamuel and see what advice that person or that archangel has to offer you. And this card talks about there being a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change, and it says it's time to spread your wings. So the amber light is just advising you to be careful of any life changes or changes that come across your path in the next week ahead, and to think very carefully about any decisions that you make, to not just jump in with both feet. It's important that you think about things really carefully and to not worry too much about things not being in your control or feeling like they're out of your hands, because ultimately at the end of the day, you are able to have at least some control over your own life. And then the green light, which relates to the last card, the Seven of Air, says plans that need revision, more going on than meets the eye, or poor timing. So this one could possibly mean that to be able to revise your plans very carefully over the next week, to look at what is going on around you and to not do anything impulsively, and to be careful of your timing to make things happen correctly. For me, this seems really appropriate because next week for me will be the new, or the first week in the new payroll year, so that's quite appropriate. So it's about having plans that need revising, and that there is going to be more going on than meets the eye next week. So it's about, I suppose, tying up loose ends and making sure that everything has its place, and knowing that it will ultimately lead to a new stage in your life, and having the confidence to embrace the change. So I hope I have shown you how easy it is to do an angel tarot card reading. And if it's something that you'd like to get into, I would recommend it, because it's so easy to work with the angel tarot cards as well as angel cards. And if you have any questions or need any help with anything, get in touch. Thank you.